Let's get going on another Wednesday training. Let's talk about ads itself. So many of you are here for the first time, and I am Jen Springer, and I've been in network marketing since 2001. So it is 21 years of network marketing, full-time network marketing since April of 2002. So that I guess my full-time anniversary is coming up here in a few months. But, I will always say that this business was not necessarily easy for me. Yes, I quit my job within 6 months and created, a replacement income and all that. And that was great, of course. But to get to 6 figures and to get to that point for me was a lot of work. And the thing is, I believe wholeheartedly in this industry, when you're told from your upline, just share, it's easy, talk to more people, blah, blah, blah. It is, I think that's the way they're trying to keep you going, because running this business, you have to be very intentional. You have to be the type of person that people want to listen to, the people want to follow, the people are encouraged by. And, get in front of more people, talk to more people, reach out to more people on Facebook, make your list again, talk to those people and get to 6 figures that way. That is not how it goes. Okay. So if you're struggling with getting your team to a certain point of maybe earning your first $1,000 a month, or you're trying to get to 5,000 a month, or maybe you are going to 10,000 a month, and you're wondering why it is hard, it's because it is hard. Okay. We have to do the things that grow our business every day. Like even when you don't want to follow up with people, you've got to do it every day. When you want to you'd rather sit home on a Saturday night and do nothing and twiddle your thumbs, you should be planning your next event. You know what I'm saying? Like every day we've got to do things to build our business. And how do we get in front of more people is truly the question, because there's really very few things that grow this business. One is we are enrolling new people into the business. New people. We get them to order more than once. Follow up. We show people how to do the same thing. Launching team members. That's truly it. Talk to people, show them our awesome stuff, get them started, get them on the product, get them, or the service, depending on what you're offering, get them to be on a continual order on a monthly auto ship program or subscription or whatever your company calls it, and then get them doing the same. It's truly it. New orders, continuing orders. New orders, continuing orders. It's really it. That's the simplicity of this business. So if reaching out to all your Facebook friends for the 10th time is not going to do that for you, then don't do it. Okay. So when I'm trying to think and formulate my thought here. So when I was really, really doing runs, one of the things that I find is very successful is when you do a run, you plan a time, you put in 100% of your effort, you go to it tooth and nail, maybe for 90 days, maybe for 6 months, maybe even 30 days to get started, whatever works for you. And you put all effort in, okay? And for me, I would do a run till I got to the next rank. And then I would back off a little bit or something like that and give me a little break. So when we are doing a run, we have to voraciously find new people to talk to. And, you know, the way that the world has been, it's been difficult to get in front of new people for many reasons. But even before the last couple of years, I remember when the internet thing came along and social media. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is a way to meet a lot of new people. You know, like there's all these people at online, you know, instead of doing live presentations 3 days a week to 5 days a week, which was what I was doing in person, I could do some of them online. And it took me a very long time to figure out how to get this to work. Very long time. And 7 years, 7 years, and about $28,000 flushed down the toilet. And it is simple, but it is not intuitive. So getting this social media thing to work. Now, when I first started on Facebook, you could post on your profile and people would see it in their stream, not like now. And then along came the pages, and you'd post on a page and everybody would see it. That's not how it is now either. You've got to use ads. Facebook wants you to use ads because you're there to do business. They want you to pay them to get your stuff seen. So if you wonder why it's almost impossible to get your stuff seen, it's on purpose. You have to do the things Facebook wants you to do in order to grow a business, which are ads. But the good news is you can start with ads even at $5 a day, $10 a day. And if you're thinking, well, that's too much for me to do for my business, I'm going to tell you that 20 some years ago when I started, when I would run print ads in the local paper for my business, my network marketing business, one 5-day run in a tiny little 2-inch by 2-inch ad was over $400 20 years ago in a small local paper. Okay. We would do vendor events and, you know, trade shows, expos, and I would do one about every weekend, at least 3 out of 4 weekends a month. Those booths alone, minimally, the cheap ones were $5.50 a booth, and I normally got a double. So I was spending a few $1,000s a month on vendor events. And the thing is, when you do a vendor event, you're at the mercy of the person hosting the event. Are they going to promote it? Are they going to get people there? Are they going to have good speakers? Are they going to blah, blah, blah? If it was outside, was the weather going to be good? So there's all these things gambling on the table. I did many booths where I made no enrollments or nobody re-enrolled, or I had stuff stolen out of the booth, right? But when you run ads on social media, and Facebook is the best advertising platform to start, you can start testing ads at $5 a day and have sometimes a few leads coming in every day. Sometimes it's 4 or 5 leads, sometimes it's 2. Depends on your budget, depends on how good your ad is, depends on your audience, you know, but typically a lead is a couple bucks on Facebook if you do it correctly. So I'm going to show you the lead generation ads that I think are the most, because you say fruitful. Let me go in here for you. And let me go this way. Let me go in here. I'm opening up my screen share for you here in a second. I could go over here hold on. It's being mysterious today. All right. Here we go. So here we are in the Facebook Ads Manager. I'm going to show you my favorite ads to build for network marketing. When you're in here, there are a lot of options. And how do you know what is the right option? Well, I will tell you, running ads is always an educated experiment. Okay, it is always with your best knowledge that you have and the education and training you have. Let's put it out there and see if the market responds. Okay, now I'm going to tell you this. If you really want to learn how to run ads and you really want to do ads, I suggest you learn how to do them. You invest into your education on getting ads, like learning the systems, because Facebook will eat all your money and not even tell you thank you. And it's just how it is. The people at Facebook that are there to supposedly help, like I speak to somebody at Facebook regularly. I do it to kind of humor them. 6 months ago, she was a travel agent. She's never run her own ads. She's telling people what to do with their money and never run her own successful ad campaigns. So when people at Facebook are advising business owners on how to run ads, you're not really dealing with a marketing expert. So for people that really want to use the internet to build their team for themselves and their team members, please invest into your education, because it will be money well spent versus money lit on fire, trying and following trends and following this is what's working now gimmicks that are not going to be timeless. Okay, so that's what I had to do. And I do teach Facebook ads. So if that's something you're interested in, please let us know. I'll drop a link in the description on where you can watch my initial training on it. See if it's for you or not. But so when you're in the ads manager here and you click create, you have all these options. And we're going to talk about these things, okay? And we are going to kind of go, why is that shrinking? La, 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 la. Hold on. I made it tiny. Okay. So let's get into, hold on. This is the initial, let me get this over here. Make this smaller. There. So this is the first thing you see when you click on create an ad, right? And that's what I just showed you here, create, and this is what you see. These are your options. What do you start with? And I'm going to tell you, your ad manager may look like mine, it may not. There are multiple versions out there at any given time, and it's very possible your version is not the same. It's just great. Sometimes it makes it frustrating to create tutorials and stuff because it doesn't match. So, but it's in general, it'll match. Certain things will be common and you can kind of figure it out. But these are your options. So what do you pick, right? Well, brand awareness and reach are really not the place to start, because this will, I mean, yeah, people say this is where you should begin, but really when you put these ads out there under brand awareness and reach, they're just showing your ads to anybody and everybody out there, and you're hoping to get a response. It's more like mass exposure. So it's almost like when we would do mailers and we would run an ad or a mailing in like Every Door Direct or something like that with the local post office. And you would mail a whole community and pray that one or two may be interested. But you really don't have any targeting. I mean, yeah, you kind of do. It's not, you can target by zip code. You know, it's this brand awareness and reach is really about mass exposure. Not my favorite things to do, okay? So if we go to the next one, I do want to caution you against boosting. Boosting, if you notice here on this post, this little button is trying to tempt me to click it, boost post. Now, you'll see that on your entire, that's my old training, your entire, well, there's my face. Let's go over here. Let's go to this page. So on your Facebook page, you're going to see that button that says boost event. And it says you can reach up to $2,200 people, $2,200 people daily if you just boosted it for $12. Like, they want you to do this boosting thing. I'm going to tell you what, you're not going to get any response from a boost. A boost is, it's like throwing spaghetti against the wall and praying somebody's gonna click on it. So please, no boosting. You want to run a real ad, okay? And a real ad, actually, let me go back to my little slide deal. I'm going to first talk about traffic ads. So going into here, what is traffic? Well, a traffic ad is an ad that is, you send people to a destination. So it might be a website, it might be an app, it might be, it says here event, but I like to use event ads for events, okay? The thing is with the traffic ad, it's just sending people. So it's not necessarily the best place to start, but it, you know, if you have a website or a blog and you want to send people to that to see what you've got, you can use a traffic ad. But the problem is with a traffic ad, if you're going to send people to a website, you cannot, and you've got to listen to me on this one, you cannot use your company replicated website or some type of like click funnel thing where it's like your name.leadpages.net or your name.kajabi.com, whatever, or ClickFunnels or whatever. So you need to own the website, like own it and build it either on GoDaddy or Wix or WordPress or some platform. It needs to be a site that you actually own the domain and the site. Unless you're really good, you know how to take ClickFunnels or lead pages and embed it into WordPress or whatever, you can do that too, but you need to prove ownership of the domain. And replicated sites are one of the #1 reasons why people get ads rejected. So if your company, when you join, gives you your link.yourcompany.com and you put that on your Facebook page and then you run ads to it, you're going to have a problem. So a traffic ad is not my highest choice for network marketing. engagement ads right here. I like these ads. Engagement ads are a really, let me confirm this and show you. An engagement ad is an ad that we can start getting our audience to see our stuff. So say if you sell your company, maybe you sell skincare, okay? And you want to take some materials and get it out there, or maybe do a video, and you want people to start seeing your stuff. Well, this post engagement is, it can be a good place to start. I always start people right here with a page likes for a short period of time. And it's not, let me get a drink of water here. If you've never run ads before, or you have a new ad account, you should run a likes ad for $1 a day for a couple weeks if you can. Like if you're saying, I want to run an ad, and you've never run an ad, run a likes campaign to your page. It doesn't matter if you even get likes, you're warming up your account. Run it for $1 a day for until your other ads go live. Could be a week, could be less, but you want to warm up the account with a likes ad, because Facebook approves or denies your ads based on merit. They're calling it account quality. And if you have some ads that have been approved and running, it looks good on your behalf when you want to go run like lead ads or conversion ads or something like that, which I'll talk about in a minute. Now, I also highly advocate these post engagement ads. Post engagement ads, you can do one of two ways. You could put a post on your page and create a little post like I've got over here, right there. And you can tell Facebook right here to run an ad to this. And you do that through the post engagement. So you can pull a post in that's already written, or you can take a post and go and create it in the ad itself, okay? Post engagement is a really nice ad. Once you've got your likes ad up, you can do a post engagement ad. Now, I will show you just real quick here. This is really big. I made it big so you could see. I'll just bring it down just a little bit. There you go. So what I'm talking about, use existing post. It will allow you to select post. So I could go in here and pick one of these, okay? Or I can create a post. I can dump that one and create a post from scratch, okay? What I like about this is that if you create the post from scratch, it won't go on the page. If you do the post first on the page, it'll be seen on the page and you just pull it into the ad. So these ads are really nice when you are starting, because it will give you the ability to get, hold on a second, I'm trying to navigate here. These engagement ads for the post engagement, it's nice because you can start warming up your audience with, you could upload a video into that. You can do just a static image with some text. You can do a welcome video of you're telling your story or what your page is about, and you could put it out there so that people can, get to know you in the audience when you do the targeting. Now, I've done training in the past on these Wednesdays on targeting, so I'm not going to do targeting today, We have a YouTube channel that has the rebroadcast, likes to leads. I've got all of the Wednesdays in there where I talk about targeting, so I'm not going to do it here. But when you start choosing your target market and you're putting this ad in front of them, you're warming up even that market to being used to seeing you. You know, how many times do you see a Facebook ad and you see it again and again and again, and you open up your Facebook on your phone and you're like, do. And I'm trying to find one. Of course, when you want to see specific ads, you're not seeing them. By the way, it's a really good time to run ads right now because all the Christmas ads are off. And if you notice, every other post on your Facebook stream is not an ad right now. Wow, I'm amazed. Not a lot of ads today. I'm trying to find an ad that I see all the time, and it's not, I'm actually seeing my own ads. That's super weird. But when you go in here and you see an ad over and over and over from a specific company, and you will see that if they're good because they'll retarget you, they're going after the same audience more than once so that you get that repeat exposure, right? It's like when you would run a print ad in the old days, and we would run it every week so that the reader would see it every week. And when you start warming up your audience with a post engagement, a video, a post, static post, whatever it is you create, they're starting to see you and you're warming up that audience. Now, once we get our ads really rolling, I turn the likes ad off after a couple weeks, but I'll do a post engagement ad and a likes ad together until I get other ads running, which I'll tell you in a minute. I also like these event response ads a lot. I run them every week myself. And these ads are based off of an event that you create. Like when I do this Wednesday training, I run an ad to the event. So you have to put the ad, let me show you. It's just easier to show you here. So here's my page that I'm running the events out of. So you've got to create your event on your page first. Okay. So I've got this one happening right now, like this is the training, and I've got one next week. So you create your event, blah, 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 get it all good. And then you go into your ads manager and you select that option of an event ad right here. They're great for getting new people to show up on a page. You can pull them into a group. You can do a live through the page itself. You can send them off Facebook to another destination, a Zoom. It could be a live local event. I mean, it could be a lot of different things, right? It can be any type of event. It doesn't need to be like on the Facebook page through the event where people go live. It can be, a lot of people have done that. They do parties that way or classes that way or whatever, but you can also do it live. Like I've run ads on Facebook to an event, to a live presentation, like face-to-face. So they're great for any use, but the cool thing is about them, when you go to create the ad around this, here they want you to boost the event. I prefer you don't do that. Don't boost from the page. Heed my advice. You come in here, you create that objective of event responses, which I showed you here, right? And then when you get to the area where there is, I don't think I have any events on this page, it'll allow you to put in here under destination. If you put your cursor in here, there are no events on this particular page in this ad account. You put your cursor in there, your event will pop up. And then you just choose it and write a little description, and that's how you run that ad. They're very useful for network marketing because you can do product education this way, company overviews this way, parties. Some of you do party plan type things. Some of you are in health companies and you want to educate people on a health topic of specific, now, people want to know about. You can educate your customers by doing these events. And you can also take that event recording and you can repurpose it and run even an engagement ad to it, to your audience again, or you can host it somewhere else like YouTube or Vimeo or on a website and use that for more education for your prospects and your current team. Okay. So they're very, very valuable to do events. I love events. They are something that everybody should be doing in their network marketing business, our events on Facebook, okay? And you can promote that event through an ad. What do I do for an ad? I typically will run the event a couple days beforehand. I'll run the ad. I'll put in, I don't know, you can start with $10 or $15, to run an ad to an event. The thing is with an event ad is you've got to be very clear to the audience where the event is being hosted. On this one, you can always look at this page here and see, if you click on right here, this is the group that the event is being held in. I say it like a dozen times. You've got to join the group. You've got to join the group. There's usually a button here. It's probably not because it's happening right now where they can go join the group. So it's very important to be very directive of where the event is going to be. And if you're using the event to drive people to a group, if you're doing the training in the group, you've got to put that in here 100 times. Because even on this one, on this particular event, I've got, however many this is, 30 some, however many people. These people, you need to make sure you get them into the group, right? So you can invite them over to the group. You can hope that they come, and most of these people did because I invited them yesterday to come to the group for the training. But you can also do your follow-up on these people. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do when you do these events. You've got to do events. They are wonderful for network marketing because that's what we do, right? We do events. We want people to learn about what we do. And there's no better thing to do that than sending a prospect to an event. Okay. And a higher level strategy on that, you can take people that have gone to your event or said they were interested or they were going, and you can go back and show them more ads in the future that might be lead generation or whatever, okay? That's advanced, but for those of you that follow me on that, you know what I'm saying. Now, the other type of ad that you can have choice of is video views. Video views is a type of ad that, I'm not so, I don't really use them. They are an option that you can put in here. A video views ad, you would, take this. The whole goal of this ad is to get people to see the video. It's kind of like brand awareness kind of thing, where they're just really trying to get you the most views on an ad. Now, it is useful. It's another type of, it's almost like traffic ad to a video. It's, you're going for video views when you do this type of ad. And it could be handy taking a live presentation that you may have done, hence an event, and loading that in here and running an ad to that. You could do that. Right here is where you do your video. you add the video, or you can put a video in. I would just load a video, to be honest. You know, what do you use to edit your videos? iMovie, Camtasia, whatever, you know, whatever you got to, you know, I don't know what Samsungs have, some Studio probably, or Apple, you know, whatever video editor you have, or Zoom, could be a Zoom recording, just like this. You know, this is a live video, but it's going to have a recording when we're done. So you can load that in, say some words, and you can fire this off as an ad. This is good, again, for more volume of watches. You can add a, you know, destination if you want, which means like you could send them to your messenger, or you can send them to a website. But to be honest, I would just use an engagement ad for that. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of overlapping with that engagement ad in a way, in a big way, I guess you would say. But, you know, it's not my favorite ad to use is this one. You can use it. I'm telling you the purposes, but it's not my number one. I'd rather do an engagement. I'd rather have a post engagement and use a video as the media, which I already showed you how to do. So I'm just saying, that's just me. You might love it. If you do love it, drop it below and tell me why you use video views over engagement. Okay. This is, like I said, it's literally like mass viewership. Okay. Best if used to create engagement and go back and use a retargeting video or create audiences off of them. That's a higher level strategy, but if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Okay. Let's talk about lead generation ads. So lead generation ads are, when you're ready for this, these are the ads that you can get people's contact information so you can follow up with them. You've got to remember what I said earlier and not use replicated websites that your company gave you as the send to for the lead generation ad. It is so the number one reason why people in network marketing get in trouble are the replicated sites. You can start on a small budget with a lead generation campaign and $5 a day. See if it works. You can increase your budget from there if you want. It's a really good ad for getting people interested in your product or your business opportunity. But these ads are also very scrutinized by Facebook. So you've got to be very conservative with your copy or your words, especially when you're first starting. These ads are, you know, multiple steps you've got to create. There is a process. Let me go here to lead generation. There is a process in which, you know, multiple pieces you need to put in here. You've got to have something for somebody to give their information for, you know, so somebody's going to give you their information. Why? You know, what do you have to offer them in exchange for their information? Okay. You also need to have a destination to send them to once they give their information. So a website, again, a real website is ideal. You can send them back to Facebook or whatever, but personally, I think it is best to, you do the lead generation ad. Where is it at here? Here's your destination. Your destination can be within the messenger. It could be going right into a phone call. It could be going to a website or a web page. This is the thing with this is when you create a form for the lead ad, this is the last option. you've got to be prepared in order to know what you're going to do with them once they respond. So again, you've got to either have a website, you can have a download here, but you've got to have a link where the download is being hosted, just so you're aware of that. And you can also use the phone. I believe they connect this with WhatsApp. I believe that is correct. It'll send the phone number through and they'll call you. I've never done that. People don't like to use the phone that way anymore. I wish there was a call to action that said text, where you could send somebody to a text. That would be great. You can have that chat type of feature through the forms in the messenger here. It is a good option, I think, as you go through and you create this form. I just think that doing a messenger response is also very good. I'm just going to close that. So here's your call to actions you can use. Most of the time we use learn more on this. Let's do this here. Okay, so here's your form, and that's how you do that. But you've got to be prepared to have a something, for them. Like we call it like an offer, okay? And you've got to have that ready to go before you create this type of ad. Lead generation ad is an ad that I like for network marketing a lot because we're generating leads, right? But there's a lot of hoops to navigate with lead generation. Most people that I know that have tried to do this type of ad on their own without guidance, they get into trouble and they get ads rejected or their account shut down because there's a lot of little things to navigate. But if you know how to do that, it's a beautiful ad. It's the types of ads that I run for network marketing myself. And it's the best thing that we could possibly do to get fresh, hot prospects every day in your possession. If you were in the old days and you were buying leads, like I have thousands and thousands of leads in my history, and we would call them or whatever. This is like that, but you're generating them yourself. So they are, I actually just got a notification a lead came through. So the lead just responded to my ad and now I got a notification. So it doesn't get better than when you generate leads yourself. If you buy leads or you're following up with old leads, whether they're fresh or they're aged, they're not the same as when you generate them yourself. And again, if you really want to learn this and understand how to maximize your budget, navigate Facebook, like I said, I will put a link in the description above where you can watch more training about this because it's wonderful, but it's the number one reason why people get their accounts shut down. So, and I'm not trying to deter you. I just want you to not get into trouble with Facebook, but they are a beautiful ad to run and they're just great. This here is, go back to campaigns. These two ads that I have running here, make this a little smaller so you can see. Oh, come on. Here they are. These two are lead generation ads. And the leads are coming in at a little bit over $2, $2.50 for the leads. So I think that's pretty amazing for a really hot lead that just came through and notified me. So lead generation is really the way, it's really the way to go for network marketing. Lead generation, engagement ads, which include event ads, video ads, post ads, and initial like ad and event ads are hands down the top ads. Now, I also have, the option here of the messages ad. These are good for when you've got your ads running a while and you want to go back and maybe retarget, or your audience has been warmed up pretty good. You have a really warm audience, hot audience. The messages ad, you can literally send them the call to action to Messenger. And the messages ad, let me go here. Put the ad preview. I don't know if it'll do it or not. Anyways, so the call to action here is send message. And when people click on that, they will go right into Messenger and talk to you. Okay. I like that for, hey, would you like this coupon, or would you like to be invited to our next event? Or, if you want to know more, PM me or something like that. I do like it for this purpose. It is a wonderful ad for that. It's not overly used. I'm looking for, there's also options here for, you can click the ad type, you can click and send them to the messenger, or you can put the message right in their messenger. So you can do either one. If you do WhatsApp, you can use that as your messenger, or you can do Instagram, but I just, most of the time I just use Messenger. So you would choose your page, you would choose your budget. I would do a budget of $2 a day on these, low budget. They don't need to be high budget, but your send to is the messenger. So they click on, a video that you might have there or an image, and they go and chat with you in Messenger. I do like this ad a lot for network marketing, especially after your other ads have been running a while, your audience is warmed up, and you want to go back and show them more ads because they've already seen you. And you're finally like, hey, talk to me today. You know what I mean? Like, come and, let's finally have a conversation about this. And you've got the messenger link, I've got 5 coupons. I've got a free training. I've got, message me, blah, 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 whatever it is, your offer, your incentive to message you, that little button just takes them right into Messenger. And I love it. It is a very good ad for network marketing. It is, it's really, the goal is to start a conversation. And isn't that what we do in network marketing? Is we need to start conversations. So my question for you is, like, would you rather be reaching out and messaging people for 5 hours a day to people that don't even want what you have? Or would you rather set up an ad and spend $5 a day and have people messaging you? And then you just respond to the ones that will say, give me more information beyond the initial information. I don't know about you, I'd rather have the latter. I'm just telling you. Okay. So the last ad that I want to talk about that kind of had its death in 2021. It actually started dying in 2020. I used to teach conversion ads to network marketers, and they were the gold standard for many, many, many years. But I noticed they started getting really expensive, and it was cost prohibitive. Leads were coming in at $10 to $15 a lead on average. And it just, like, that doesn't work for network marketing. Network marketing, we need volume and we need numbers. And if you have a lead that is $10 to $15 that you want them to look at your super juice, it's just cost prohibitive. It's terrible. but this is what we used to use. So a conversion ad is an ad where you people click on the ad, they go to a website for something, a webinar or an ebook or whatever offer. They give their information and they opt in, call it the opt-in. This is what everybody used. I mean, I still use them for different reasons. They are what most people would call a funnel, the F word, funnel. There's typically a lot of hoops you got to jump through in order to get these ads running nowadays. It's really a pain in the neck. ClickFunnels, Lead Pages, Groove Pages, Kajabi, all those sites, or those funnel builders or replicated sites that your company may give you with a little opt-in, form on there. That's what we used to use, but we can't use those anymore. We have to have our domains approved before you run ads to them. And then you've got to have a conversion event that's got to be set up appropriately. And it's a real pain in the butt, especially for a newbie. Like if we thought lead ads were like a lot, conversion ads are like terrible. They are great if you are doing high ticket sales, high ticket coaching. It's good because a lead will cost you through a conversion ad typically minimally like $10 a lead. And that's typically not even with phone number, So it's not the ad I recommend for network marketers, just saying. It used to be what everybody did. But you'll see it here. Right here. Conversions as the option, but no, don't do it. I will tell you, a lot of the gurus that are out there teaching ads are still having people do conversion ads for their people, what they teach. No, not for network marketing. For coaches, yes. Affiliate programs, yes. Things like that, yes. For network marketing, no. Okay. You know that you've got a bad piece of training that you may have purchased if you are being taught how to do a conversion ad for network marketing. I can tell you, they're a couple years behind the 8 ball if they're teaching conversion ads. So it's not, don't do it. That's all I have to say. End of story. Catalog sales and store traffic, I really not explored those. It's not something that's conducive for what we do. You could possibly do sales, catalog sales, and create that, but you'd have to create like a catalog or a store for your products. So unless you're going to do that, I would just not. I just stay away from it. They're good for people that do e-commerce. Okay, we're not in the e-commerce business. Okay, some of you that are in direct sales companies where you're really product forward, this might be worth exploration for you, but in general, it's not the first line of defense that I would go to for ads if you're trying to build a team. Okay, that's just me. Maybe if you've got experience with those and you've used them and you love them, drop below. I'd love to hear how you use them, but I don't. Store traffic, like I said, you could come in here and you can create a store and feature some of your products. And it might be great if you want to do more of the retail sales. That's not how I run my network marketing businesses. I'd rather enroll people and get them ordering on their own with the company. But if you're moving product and you're shipping yourself inventory, that's when you would look at these types of ads. Okay. So I hope this was helpful for you. We'll go back here and just do a quick little recap. Here's your ads. Your main ads that I like, These are going to be your choices, at least for today, until Facebook changes it. Please don't boost. Don't boost. Traffic ads. Okay. Engagement ads. I love these. Whether it's a post, an event, your initial likes ad. I think they're great for network marketing. Video views. They're okay. I would rather use an engagement ad. Lead generation, they're excellent for network marketing because you're generating leads, which is what we want. Messages are also good to go back and retarget either people who've already opted into your ads or people that have already seen your stuff. Okay, they're not cold. And then no conversion ads. Conversion ads are a thing of the past for network marketing, at least for today. It's great for coaches, high ticket affiliate sales, things of that nature. But there are now better ads than this for what this is what we used to do. It's not applicable anymore. So I hope that is of value to you. If this is, please drop below. Like I said, I got a frog in my throat here. I will put a link in the top here for additional network marketing training. So you can go really deep and see if it is for you. Again, it's one of those things, if you really want to learn, I would suggest you invest into learning because you can try and experiment and throw a lot of money at Facebook and not get anywhere except broke and maybe losing your ad account or having some problems with Facebook because you're not in compliance because you don't know the right things to say or do or buttons to check. So check out that training that I've got listed up there and you can, see if ads are really for you and decide if this is what you want to do for your team. So signing off, I will catch you guys next week, next Wednesday, 9 a.m. Central. Again, the rebroadcast for these are over on YouTube. I'll put that link in the description as well. And we will catch you guys next time. Have a great one. And I'm so glad you're here.